already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Rodriguez throwing on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Raven first down. Number 53, line 53.
Off play action. Rodriguez. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. On 1st and 10, Rodriguez. Buying time to his, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To throw is Rodriguez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Haskins will throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
You ain't doing nothing today.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down now, it's Moss. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Here's Rodriguez on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and it's complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Moss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. They started on the shadow of their own goal line, and boom, 5 plays later, they're in the red zone.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch. Check 13. Check 13.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go, boy. Bring it on.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
We won.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. And thankfully the offense able to recover, but the extra point attempt foiled. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26. He's checking. Crash.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 17, Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Newton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check. Fresno. Check 31.
On 1st down, Moss. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He wasn't ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Rodriguez now to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Watch twins. Tighten up, go.
He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check girls.
Rodriguez from the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodriguez operating from the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Rodriguez towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check it.
On second down. It's Moss, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Flowers. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good pickup there, a 22. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. On play action, Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodriguez. Robinson's got it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it.
2nd and 10.
Let's bring it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. Given 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Play action. Haskins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics. and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check right, check right. Check 50. Kill. Undercross,
Looking to throw. Rodriguez going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
To throw is Rodriguez on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Check.
A toss play. This is Peterson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Here's Rodriguez to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flowers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Escapes the sack, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodriguez towards the end zone for Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Rodriguez now on 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Safety's creeping.
Rodriguez going to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
58, come on. No gain on this. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Come on, can we put?
Now Rodriguez on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Rodriguez. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw is Rodriguez. Throwing on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 36.
Here's Rodriguez. From the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running your...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Rotate.
Off the play fake. Rodriguez. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Baltimore.
Rodriguez now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodriguez Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here, and that is...